Hi, I'm Megan, and I'm joined by one of our client managers here at Twice as Nice Recruiting, where we build every single search from scratch. We have a 9.9% placement fee, and we guarantee your placements for 18 months. Our client manager today is Austin. Austin, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, Megan.
Great. I wanted to talk to you about this assistant farm grower that you recently helped place. Can you tell me a little bit about the role? What is an assistant farm grower? I'm very curious.
So, to be honest with you, I was curious as well. I needed to research it a little bit. But basically, it's a kind of like an assistant farm manager. Their job is to really run the day to day for this particular client who is a wholesale nursery. They need somebody that really understood soil science and how to grow outdoors in various weathers. And really be able to just manage the farm itself, including the employees. Um, so yeah, that's what they were looking for, and we were a little concerned that the client had been looking for a little over a year with not very much luck. It's a rural area that they're in, so that's why they came to us, was because they were really just having a challenge finding the right kind of candidate.
So this candidate needed to know soil science. Do they need a degree in this particular field, or were they open to folks without degrees?
Yeah, they were definitely open to folks without degrees that maybe didn't necessarily know the science to a degreed level, but maybe grew up in the farming community and understood how to run a successful farm. They were definitely open to that.
Sounds like a lot. You got to manage a team and then know all of this about how to grow and farm. Very interesting. Well, tell me a little bit about the client. Seems like kind of an interesting business to be in.
Yeah, they definitely an interesting business. They're a wholesale nursery, so they sell the trees and other plants that they grow to nurseries in their region. They mostly sell trees. So it was kind of fascinating to really learn about how that's done, and really kind of identify the best kinds of people to be in their on their team. Something that kind of was also a little bit of a hurdle was they're going to be working outdoors every day and in all the seasons. And this client's in Indiana, so it does get a little chilly in the winter. So we needed people who were going to be willing to be outdoors and comfortable doing that, day to day.
Was that the biggest challenge, the nature of the job being outside, or was there another challenge that you think was really kind of the biggest thing that we had to overcome?
I thought this was going to be a very challenging search from the get-go, just because of the area that they were in. But the client was very open to relocation, find the right person. And we found that really that hurdle of being outdoors and working in different seasons really wasn't as much of a hurdle as we expected, because a lot of these candidates expect to be working outdoors in farms. There are the greenhouse people who are working in greenhouses, or maybe even indoor farming that's kind of growing in popularity. And that, the client wasn't interested in those kinds of people, just because science is a little different, and growing, they don't really have seasons if you're growing indoors, right? We thought it was going to be a challenging one, but we actually found a winning candidate on day 10 of the search, and they really, hit it off with them, and we accepted an offer on day 35.
That is really quick, especially if you said this client was looking for how long, a year or so?
Yeah, it was a little over a year, in fact.
How did this search go? Did we just stick through our tried and true process, or did we do anything different for this one?
Uh, you know, the search, like I said, it went really smoothly, in fact, and we did stick mostly to our tried and true process. We thought outside the box really early, recognizing that they've not had success in their local area. So we expanded our search, looking for, populated agricultural areas that we could really dive into. This person that we placed there, it was a relocation, but wasn't like a far relocation. We weren't moving them across the country. we were able to find somebody that was still relatively close to them.
So were there any lessons learned that we could apply from this search to another, or was there any type of little nugget that we were able to take back?
Yeah, when I first got the job description, I was very nervous about the search, just thinking this is going to be a really big challenge. Um, but I guess the lesson and the thing that I always can just push to clients is if you're open to considering people that maybe aren't located in your area, if you're willing to have some flexibility in terms of their degree or where their expertise came from, uh, there's a high probability that we'll find success for you.
Awesome. I think that's a great lesson. And then look what you can grow, if you think
Yeah,
outside the box a little bit. I love that. Well, thank you so much
figurative and
for
motive.
joining. Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Austin. I really appreciate it. You have a good one.
You bet, Megan. You too.